everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Pam Abassa, and today I want to walk you through exactly how to build an email list for your business from 0 to 10,000 in the quickest way possible. Now, what is an email list? An email list is simply a database of your ideal clients. Do you know how many businesses do not have a database? And the amount of businesses that are depending on social media for getting their clients, or if they are offline, they are depending on the clients that walk in through the door. Here is a typical example. If say you have a business that is offline and you are depending on clients to walk through the door or customers to walk through the door, well, the problem with that is that when the pandemic hit, all the way back in 2020, when the pandemic hit and the whole world went into lockdown at various different times, all of the offline businesses were massively hit. And then when the doors opened again and lockdown was eased in all of the countries, a lot of those businesses really struggled to bring their customers back in because they had no way of contacting them. So that is for businesses who are offline. But you might be thinking, but Pam, that doesn't concern me. I have a business online, so I'm fine. I can just depend and do what it is that I already do. Here's the problem. Most people who have a business online don't actually have an email list. In fact, it's even worse than those who are offline because you have this false sense of security because you're depending on platforms such as Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn and even YouTube in order to grow your business. And as much as this is, it's okay because, these are platforms that can help you to do that, the truth of the matter is that you do not own these platforms. There are so many times when Instagram has been shut down, or there's been a blackout on Instagram or blackout on Facebook, and it just isn't working. And at that minute, you would see people going crazy, going, what's going on with Facebook? What's going on with Instagram? I can't post, I can't comment, I can't do this. And there is this worldwide panic that even allows this to hit the news, and it becomes breaking news because these platforms have just decided, well, I just don't want to work today. That's one thing that could happen. The other thing that can happen if your business depends on social media is that your account can be shut down. And it has happened to so many marketers, including myself, where you can instantly be wiped off Facebook, be wiped off Instagram or YouTube or whatever platform. I have seen it happen time and time and time again. But the reason these other people who, have fallen victims to these things, the reason why their business continues to thrive and the reason yours will continue to thrive is if you take the advice that I'm sharing with you today. And that is this. Number one, you do not own any of those social media platforms. Number two, do not fall victim to that false sense of security, thinking that these platforms are going to continue to serve you. And number three, you have got to focus on building something that you own, and that is where building an email list is extremely important. Now, with that being said, building an email list isn't very easy. I'm not going to lie. But by watching this, you are going to figure out the steps I'm going to be sharing with you, what steps you have to take so that you can not only build an email list, but build an email list that gives you quality leads. And speaking about quality leads, if you stay until the end of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you another way, a tool, a strategy that you can use to fill your email list with quality leads. So there's building your email list, but there's also filling it with quality leads. I'm going to be sharing those two things with you today. So the first thing I want to talk about is how to build your email list. Well, the very first place to begin is by creating a freebie, a free gift. Some people call this a freebie. They call it a lead magnet. Some people call it a content upgrade. You might have heard any of these words used. It's the same thing. Now, what does it mean? A freebie or a lead magnet or a content upgrade is simply something that you give to somebody else in exchange for their name and email address, which is what you use to build your email list. That is your collateral. The crazy thing is that name and email address, it's now currency. Way back in the day, it wasn't a big deal to go, to ask somebody for their name and email. Now, If you ask a stranger, say you're at a party and you ask a stranger for their name and email, they would look at you really weird, like, what do you need my name and email for? Like, who are you? Do I owe you something? Do you see my point, right? It might be a little bit on the weird side, but imagine if you said, hey, I have got a free gift to send to you. I can send it over to your email. What's your email? Well, give me your name and your email. Let me pop it in and send it to you right away. They would say, yeah, sure, send it to me. They would be more than happy to give you their name and email because there is something in it for them. This is the key, and this is the beauty to not only building an email list, but making sure that people do open and read your emails. So that is where to begin. Now, how do you even begin to create that freebie or that lead magnet? The first thing you have to think is, what do my ideal clients want, right? So no, actually first it's who is my ideal client, and then what is it that they want? When you can figure out who your ideal client is and what it is that they want, you just put that information into either a PDF or a quiz, and that's it. Now, one of the biggest things that I want to share with you is when it comes to creating a lead magnet or a content upgrade, this is not the same as creating an ebook. So don't be afraid of it. You do not have to create 1,000 pages or 80 pages of anything. No, you don't. You can literally create a checklist. You can create a cheat sheet. You can create anything. You can put it into a one-pager, and that's really all that you need. But it all begins with, what do they want? Because that is where the value is. So once you have figured out exactly what lead magnet or freebie you want to create, the next question that you're going to be asking yourself is, now how do I get it to my ideal client? And this is all about distribution. So there are so many ways to get your lead magnet in the presence of your ideal clients. You could do it via paid advertising, or you could do it via organic free advertising. In this video, for example, you're going to hear me share one of my lead magnets, which is a 5-day training where I walk you through exactly how to get high quality leads from social media for free. You're going to see the link right below this video. That is a freebie. That is a lead magnet. And you'll notice that in most of my videos, I'm always giving you some sort of content upgrade, because I know that a lot of people watch my content and want to take action. So I have taken the time to give them the tools to enable them to do that. So that is one of my favorite ways of distributing my content, is by using it as a content upgrade. Some of the other ways that you can distribute your content, your lead magnet, very, very easily is, for example, by putting it in your Instagram bio, by putting it on Facebook, by putting it inside your Facebook group if you have one, so that when people join your group, they go into the group and then they can get your freebie from there. You can also, if you have swipe up on IG, that's another favorite way that I love to distribute my lead magnets, is you can put it in the swipe up on your Instagram. You can put it on your LinkedIn. You can put it anywhere that your ideal client hangs out. In all of those places, you must ensure that you have your lead magnet in there. Aside from putting it on social media, make sure that you also have your lead magnets on your website. So on a website, you can put it in the header on a website. You can also put it on the footer of the website and on the sidebar of a web page or your website. You can put it there. So make sure that the moment somebody lands on your website, that they have the opportunity to grab that free gift and join your email list. This is very, very important. So the next question you're going to be asking at this stage, once you have figured out exactly what your ideal clients want and created a lead magnet, and you now know how to distribute it, then the question is, how do you actually collect their emails? Do you collect it on pen and paper and type it out one by one? No, you don't, because there is something called GDPR. You've heard of GDPR, right? GDPR came out a good couple of years ago now, actually, but a lot of people are still confused by it. GDPR, in just the simplest form, you've got to do more research on this, of course, but it just basically means that you cannot just get somebody's name and email from wherever, even if they gave it to you, right, in person or verbally or whatever. You cannot just get it and put it inside of your database. You cannot do that. They have got to actually opt in by themselves, and there needs to be some sort of proof of that. Now, can you just send somebody an email without them actually opting in? Yes, you can, but you cannot put them in a database where you repeatedly send them emails and send them promotions and all of those things. They have got to opt in themselves. And in order for them to do that, you need something called a landing page. What is a landing page? A landing page in its most basic form is just a basic web page essentially, but it has one job to do and one job only. The job of a landing page is to collect those leads for you. It's a place where people sign up for your freebie or your lead magnet. So it's very different to a website, because when somebody goes onto your website, they have your About Me page, they have your Contact Me page, your home page, your blog, your this, your that. By the time they viewed a couple of things, they're already overwhelmed and they've gone. So that's why I always say to my clients, send people to your landing page, not to your website. Your first priority is always to build your email list. So please stop sending people to your website, send them to a landing page. So what do you need on your landing page? On your landing page, you're going to need your headline. What is it that people are going to be grabbing? You're going to need a sub-headline that really entices them to want to grab that thing. Because believe it or not, even though you watch this video, for example, you know about the challenge that I've just shared with you, the 5-day training on how to get quality leads, I still need to persuade you when you land on the page and give you a reason to exchange information with me, to give me your name and your email so that I can send you that free gift. So the point I'm making is, just because people know what you do and what you have to offer doesn't mean that you know your job is done. You still have to persuade them. So you need headline, you need your sub-headline, and I always recommend you need 3 to 5 bullet points that teases what they're going to get. It doesn't tell them what they're going to get, it teases what they're going to get. And then you need a space for them to put in their name and their email. Those are the 2 things that you need. Now, you might have noticed that some landing pages that other people have used, they're asking for other types of information, like, your phone number, perhaps your address. Some people are even asking for all sorts of information. Here is the truth. The more you ask on the landing page, the lower your conversion will be. What that means is the more information that you want from somebody, the more chances they have of going, I'll do this another time, and they're gone. Right? They're gone and they won't do it another time. So you've got to ask for the most minimal information so that you could use that to give them what they want. And at the barest minimum, you want their name and their email and that button. And once they click that button, after they have put in their name and their email, that's it. In they go. They are now on your database, in your email list, and they're able to access your freebie. And this leads me to the next thing that I want to talk about. You do need some sort of email marketing software to be able to do this. You need something. But not only do you need an email marketing software, you need an email marketing software that allows you to do tagging and segmentation so that you can organize your email list. There's nothing worse than having a database of people. Just imagine if you have all these names and email addresses. Imagine if you have lots of cards in a bag and you look at the bag and you don't know, did I meet this person in this place? Did I meet this person at this event? Where do I even know this person from? You have no idea of knowing who came from where. So that is what tagging essentially is. Tagging in its simplest form, or segmenting, is where you have a group of people and you're going to put them into different buckets, into different segments. This allows you to be able to know exactly how they came into your email list and what their interest was. So for example, we have an incredible 5-day training where we teach you how to bring in quality leads into your email list and into your business so that you can enroll them as clients. Now, if you go to that link below this video and you grab that access to that 5-day training, on the back end, you won't know this, but you will be tagged. Everybody who grabs that will be tagged. Everybody who grabs all of my freebies, our storytelling freebie, will be tagged. All of the freebies that we have, our sales system freebie, you will be tagged as that. This allows me to have the opportunity in the future to look inside of my email marketing software and go, X amount of people are interested in Instagram marketing, X amount of people are interested in Facebook ads, X amount of people are interested in growing their email list, X amount of people are interested in getting high quality leads or creating a sales system, creating an offer, etc. This gives me really good data so that when I'm speaking to somebody who has grabbed a lead magnet all about getting quality leads for their business, I can direct them to content that they are already interested in and looking for. Can you see the difference? This is where segmenting and tagging really comes in. Without that, I won't be able to do that. So you want to be careful with what email marketing software that you choose to ensure that it gives you the ability to tag people and to segment your list. And when you do tag and segment, make sure that you use an order, or you use some sort of system terminology that you understand, so that a year down the line or 2 years down the line, you understand what's going on in your email list and you understand the people that you have on there as well. So in terms of email marketing softwares and automation softwares, there are loads that you could use. You have Kajabi, you have ConvertKit, MailChimp, MailerLite, ClickFunnels. There are loads and loads. ActiveCampaign. You could use any of those softwares, but you know, not all of them do the same thing. So you're going to have to do your research on that one. So once you have these key things in place, i.e. you know who your ideal clients are, you know what they want, you've created a freebie for them, you've now started to publish and use content upgrades and all of the strategies that I have talked about, plus you have your email automation set up, the next thing for you to do is to continue to do that. Consistency is really key. Let me give you some stats that you are going to want to remember. At the barest minimum, the amount of people you have on your email list should equal the amount of money that you are making from your business every single month. So that means that if you have, say, 500 people on your email list, every single month you should be able to make at least $1 or £1 per person on your email list. That is every month consistently. Right? And that is at the barest minimum, right? Depending on your offer, depending on the emails that you send, you can start making $100, £100 from each person on your email list, or 1,000, depending on that. So at the barest minimum, that is what you're expecting. So that means that if you have 5,000 people on your email list, then you should be expecting to be making, I would expect you to be making a minimum of 5K per month in your business at the barest minimum. So can you see now how and why having an email list and growing your email list, why it is a currency in and of itself? Right? So I want you to get going and, you know, put these things into action that I have shared with you today and grow your email list like wildfire. Let it be your priority. And so finally, that leads me to sharing with you our incredible 5-day training, our 5-day challenge, all about getting high quality leads from social media. With this training, you will be able to fill your email list, your database with high quality leads, not just anybody, but high quality people who are ready to buy and enroll in your program, buy your products, buy your stuff. So over the course of 5 days, I'm going to be walking you step by step and teaching you exactly what to do. It is one of the best trainings that we have out there, and for a limited time, it is free. If you want access to that, you know what to do. Check out the link beneath this video and get in now, because we are going to be taking it offline very soon and putting a price on it, so you will have to pay for it later on. But now, if you join now, it is 100% free and will continue to be free for you if you join whilst it is free. So go ahead, check out the link beneath this video and grab it right now. So that leads me to saying, if you're still interested and thinking about ways to grow your business using social media or get high quality leads, check out these incredible videos over here where I teach you exactly that. So comment below and let me know, what is the one biggest takeaway that you have had from watching this video? I look forward to reading all of your comments and I respond to every single one of them. See you in the next video.